Greetings, strangers. Welcome back to Ghost Town SMP. Yeah. This is actually what we're planning to work on today. Angelo Farnsbury Keith. So glad he's here. I get the feeling he's in need of his own space. You know, I get it. Sharing a house can be difficult. Sharing a living space, he's got a lot going on. He's got to figure himself out. And living in the top of my tower, at least in the top of this tower, it's chafing. I get it. It's all good. Would help if I put my wings back on. So yeah, today we're going to be moving Angelo Farnsbury Keith II into his own place, which is going to mean designing him a place to be. Now, I do already have an idea for this. See, I've got this tower over here, and the top of this tower has been empty since I made it. I just knew I needed something else at the top of the tower, and I wanted to play around with adding more copper in. So we built this, but it has been empty. But we can finish putting in the flora in, up here. We can build out a nice little balcony out here, probably add its own section of roof, really make this place cute and cozy. And it can be a perfect place for Angelo Farnsbury Keith to live. And then I can actually, access the top floors of my tower. It would be nice to be able to go back up onto the terrace area. Now you may be wondering, if we put him back at the top of this tower, won't that just cause the same problem we have over there, but with all of our automated things? And that is a consideration I have made. So I did some experimenting and figured out how far Angelo Farnsbury Keith can see me in my tower. Or smell me, I should say. He stops noticing me, or stops attacking me over the fact that he notices me, at about the 20 block range. Like, he's still sniffing, he can still locate where I am, but he doesn't do anything about it, it seems. So between that flooring up there in my tower and down here at the smelter is about 22 blocks, maybe 23. Should be enough space for us to be able to use everything in the tower without worry. We might be a bit too close when it comes to the super smelter and, well, this isn't even really a very super smelter, it's just one system. But anyway, between the smelter and the dripstone farm up here, it might be a bit close. However, I don't have to come up here very often, and I'm not here for long anytime I am here. So, I think that is a worthy trade-off. And then you have to go pretty far down to find animals, so shouldn't be any problem with that, because there aren't any animals here until the chickens on this floor. Alright, so we've gathered up some supplies, and I think our first step is honestly just going to be to start using dirt to figure out the shape of the next layer of this, since we're adding in a whole extra section here. I suppose first of all we want to figure out how big we want this balcony to be, because we do want it to be quite large. So if we start with something like this, and then we'll have the roof coming out around there, maybe even one higher up, honestly. We'll have to see. But then this should still be plenty of space for Angelo Farnsbury Keith to come out here. And we just need to make sure the door is big enough. Alright, so now we're going to need to shape out the underneath side. Okay, yeah, I think that shape works. So we know all of this outside bit needs to be copper. Also, I don't think I'm going to have full blocks in these corners. That was just to show off the idea. I think those are going to be walls. Okay, let's take a look at how this looks. Obviously, the colors aren't right yet, but let's take another look from a different angle. I think that looks pretty good. I think that works well to incorporate it into the shape of it while still adding a whole new section. Okay. Now we do want to go ahead and take out these blocks as well. So that we can go ahead and do the same flooring all the way across here. I'm going to go ahead and swap tracks and work on filling in the rest of the floor in here. Just so we can start getting an idea of the space we've got available to us. Okay, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. I just burned through like, what was that? 3.5, 4 stacks of deep slate tile. We are going to have to go grab more real quick. I think one more stack should finish it for us. Am I deluding myself on thinking it'll only be 1 stack? Yes, I am. Okay, well, it's a good thing we have... Right. Yeah, I guess I was coming in a little hot there. Okay. Okay, so now we have a floor in here. And wow, this is a lot of space. I think we're probably going to leave the ceiling open, so we've got the big vaulted ceiling going on. Other than that, I don't know exactly how we're going to decorate in here. Yeah, I think that addition works well. I think some of the shaping of the roof is a little bit awkward, but I kind of like that it's a little bit weird. And then we do that. And then maybe half slabs up here. That is pretty grand out here. And we do want it to be pretty impressive of a place to stay for Angelo Farnsbury Keith II. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay. So now we've got the grand archway, we've got the fancy balcony, and that means it's time to decorate said tower. Now I know it's not a very impressive bed yet, but we are going to make it more impressive. For now I'm just trying to figure out the basic layout of this place. So his bed's going to be over here. Maybe we make him a bit of a kitchen over here? I give him a nice comfy sitting area over here? I forgot to hit record again. However, Angelo Farnsbury Keith's rooms are pretty much done. I can't think of anything else to put in here. These are going to oxidize over time and we'll have teal doors on the fridge because I think that's going to be cute. Got a couple floor mats in the kitchen. He's got his own cooking area. We've got a little sitting area over here with a little red love seat and then a big sectional that's skulky. Want to make sure it's nice and homey for him. And we got the big old bed back here. We've got these cute little planters with coral in them. I don't know if Angelo Farnsbury Keith will like the bright colors, but he seems like a bright colors kind of guy. So the next step is going to be moving Angelo Farnsbury Keith over here now. which means we are going to need to make a walkway. Okay, so this should be fairly simple. We just need to get over here and open up the wall so Angelo Farnsbury Keith can follow us. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You coming? You get through there? Yeah, there you go. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see how close to actually in the spot we are. There you are! Hi! Okay, okay. Yeah, I know, I'm still in your space. Let me just work on getting rid of this. Okay, it's fine. It'll take a couple tries, that's all. Once we get this done, Angelo Farnsbury Keith can live happily in the tower. We'll have to figure out a new plan for the top of the other tower now. Is that those top few floors were all dedicated to making sure it was a safe place to keep Angelo Farnsbury Keith. We just didn't do our calculations correctly on how much space would be required. That means now we have several floors that we need to figure out something to do with, because they are empty. It is nice to be able to stand out on the terrace without fearing immediate death. I am gonna miss being able to hear Angelo Farnsbury Keith II from the entirety of this tower, though. I can't even hear him from this level. So we've got this new addition, and it's looking super cute. It'll look even better once it's done oxidizing. Angelo Farnsbury Keith has his own little apartment. Look at him chilling in his apartment. And we can get to this floor and the one below it and the 3 above it now. Which means we're gonna need decorations. But we don't have to worry about that just yet. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me in this ghost town as usual. We've got a whole lot more space that we can work with in the tower now. I'll catch y'all later.